Okay, here we go. I've noticed that I don't express myself as freely as I used to, and I think my self awareness might be part of why. I think I've been self aware for as long as I can remember. Even as a child, I was already very much in my head, thinking and observing, analyzing, and at some point, that awareness stopped feeling like something neutral. It started feeling like something that shaped how I show up. There was a moment in my life where something shifted. I don't even think it's about the exact event anymore, but more about what it did to me after. I think that's when I started pulling back, speaking less freely, holding things in, and becoming more careful with how I express myself. And over time, that just became normal. I learned how to be composed, how to sound right, how to not draw too much attention to myself, but I also think that's where I slowly stopped being as unfiltered as I used to be.
Today I'm on a bike tour. I made 23 kilometers so far and I am having a snack. It's a gorgeous day, very sunny. It's also Saturday and it's bank holiday. My family is rotting at home. They didn't want to join me. So I went solo, which is perfect. You know, going on a bike ride is a whole another level of freedom. I can't explain it, but wow, this feels amazing. This sandwich is good. But anything is good when you're hungry, right? Okay, I'm almost done. We continue. Okay, action. You want to see another view? Gorgeous, huh? Okay, let's go.
I've been thinking a lot about my younger self and how I used to just talk without thinking so much. Well, okay, let me start this way. So, this week is my daughter's ninth birthday, and I was thinking about my younger self this past week quite a lot.
Wow, I can't believe it's been 9 years already. I remember when I used to be that small, I didn't have problem with expressing myself. I talked just about unfiltered and I didn't think about how it would come across. And then this stopped.
When I was a small girl, I used to be so bubbly and so talkative and so funny and unfiltered and whatever came to mind, and I would just say the funniest things and I would just entertain. It seemed like speaking was my best skill. back then. And I remember this fondly because it was amazing how I would just be natural at talking. And it's always amazing to see these in kids when they start speaking and how their mind starts working and putting out words and sentences, and what makes sense to them, even if it doesn't make sense. It's just the imagination is just so unreal and cute. And yeah, I would be this funny kid, a joy to be around. It was like a sunshine was always next to you. She was something. And then when I was 11 years old, something traumatic happened in school where I went to, and I completely lost my voice since then. My voice.
It shut me down and it took away the only thing that actually made me free back then, which was my self expression, my communication skills, my talkativeness, basically my bubbly personality.
I became more self aware of what I'm saying, because with words was how I got into trouble. So what happened was we had this problematic boy in our class. He joined us after a couple years because he had to go in a naughty boy school, and he came back, you know, fixed. And there was this one day, we had lunch break, and I remember I had chips with me, and he just came and he wanted to take these chips away from me, and he said, even give this, I'm gonna take it. And I was like standing up for myself, and I'm like, no, I don't give you, that's mine, and you can just go away. And he became quite angry, and he told me, like, wait till you get to the class, you'll see how. Didn't think much of it. I never had problems with him before, so to me it was just all talk. So I came to the class at the end of lunch, and he just out of nowhere jumps on me. Somehow we ended up on the floor. He was under me, but really choking me in the position I was on top of him, and he was choking me this way. And this went for a while, and I remember I started like really struggling. I couldn't breathe, and I started see black, like passing out slowly. And then I remember he suddenly just let go abruptly and started to go after another friend of mine, another schoolmate. And later I found out that, kids were there looking at this situation going down, and they were like shocked and frozen. They didn't know what to do or what's going on and how, what. I guess, I mean, I totally get it. And then one of the girls decided she was gonna kick him in the head so he would let me go. And then she kicked him, and then I came like to myself. I sat, and I was like, what just happened? Like, I was proper confused and stuff like that. Anyway, long story short, they took him away. He wasn't able to come back to the school anymore, and I had developed this anxiety for going to school every day. I was very self-conscious about my speaking. I stopped being so talkative. I was worried, like, what would happen if I had, an argument with somebody at school, and if this is how it's gonna end every time. So I started being more to myself, more quiet, and not really standing up for myself at all, and basically became a people pleaser after a while. I would avoid arguing and arguments and conflicts, and I would just, get along. Yeah, all of a sudden I didn't know how to express myself, how to express my feelings, emotions. I didn't know how to say if I didn't like something, how to, just express myself. And right now I am a grown-up person and I still have a big, big problem. So yeah, it made me think. It's strange to think about that version of me now. The one who didn't think before speaking, who just reacted, played, exaggerated, who didn't question every word. Sometimes it feels like that was a completely different person. And sometimes it feels like I miss her because expression felt lighter. It was less controlled and less managed. I don't think self awareness is a bad thing, but I do think when it turns into constant self monitoring, it can quietly take something away. Not all at once, but slowly. And I think I'm now starting to notice what that is. It's been a rough journey of me having this inhibition for speaking. It can be quite exhausting. And now thinking about all of this is I'm now making YouTube videos, but I struggle with it. It's somewhat edited, filtered and thought about. I don't like it. I'm just constantly observing this. So this brings me, yeah, to this point. Being self-aware is great. It's something that's gonna give you a lot in life, but also being self-aware can hinder you in a lot of ways. For me, it's mostly in social situations. And this is the thing that I'm trying to battle now. I'm trying to take my space, I guess, and not shrink myself anymore so much. It's something I really wish to work on, but I have no clue how, other than to just risk embarrassing myself and maybe end up in an argument because I said the wrong thing. I'm not sure. Yeah, so yeah, what to do about it? This is my question now. I'll have to sit down and really think about. Well, I guess you can't just switch these off, yeah, but I've been just curious lately how it would feel like if I could, speak more freely again. Like, for example, today I didn't prepare for this video. I didn't write a word of it. I just knew in my head that this is the topic I want to kind of cover, but I didn't prepare for it at all. And this is just me straight talking, unfiltered, and I feel so scattered. It's really eating me up because I know I'm gonna have to edit this after, and I'm gonna be just losing my mind over it. It's this crippling feeling that I'm gonna be somewhat misunderstood and not clear.
Even now, when I'm talking, I'm constantly thinking about what to say and how it's going to sound and which words to use and should I say that and not that. And, I just edit myself so much.
And when I was small, I was so different. I remember being so much more spontaneous, I guess more playful with how I talked. I didn't really think about how I came across, actually.
I kind of envy her and I want her back. I want to be, again, this little girl who never had issues with expressing herself.
I'm almost too aware while I'm speaking. And because I think a lot more before speaking, I feel like when I do, it doesn't feel so automatic or natural anymore.
It's my workshop day. I really feel good there, welcomed, relaxed even. I am actually practicing expressing myself more. It's been a really safe space to do that there. And And I'm getting better now. I remember first couple of times that I had to express myself, I literally had adrenaline pumping through my veins. I'm slowly opening in more spontaneous ways. Really happy with the workshop. It's been doing wonders for me, and it's slowly making me whole.
So yeah, that's the video for this week. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's been hard. It's been also different making this talking head segment without knowing what I'm gonna say. But I'm sorry, Vanessa, if you have hard time editing this. We will get better, I promise. Have a lovely, lovely day.
Lovely, 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 lovely.
I hope this video was not too cringe to watch, but then again, I think most of my videos are. I'm just learning, man. I accept that videos need to be cringe before they get good, so yeah, thank you for all of you that stay and keep watching my videos. I appreciate you so much. Until next time, take care.